and a kick it. And mess some short turns, but I turn it and a chip it. So I might have some heavy days, but fuck love. Had to rack to wait, it's stage tough. Yeah, my money hibernates, I'm vexed up. I ain't got a Denny's taste. So I might have some heavy days, but fuck love. Had to rack to wait, it's stage tough. Yeah, my money.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been requested to me by a few people, and I kind of want to do this for a while as well. But today I'll be showing you how to edit a VALORANT montage for free. And it's not really that hard, it just requires a bit of practice and a decent PC. You want to search the Davinci Resolve is usually the second link, because the first link is usually an ad. So the second link, and then you want to click on download now. If you're on Windows, Mac OS, I guess you use Mac OS. I mean, Studio, I think Studio is more advanced, but I don't know. Like I don't see many people use Studio for montage. I don't know. I'm actually using it in the future, but right now we use 17. So Windows, if you're on Windows, Mac OS, if you're on Mac, and Linux, you know, download, put in your information, and then you're good. So once you open Davinci Resolve 17, you want a new project, create a new project, and I guess I put this as tutorial create, and then it should be opening. Yep, open, and this is where you know it starts getting a bit confusing. So easiest thing to do, oh wait, no, not this, easiest thing to do, file, you want to go to project settings, and then this is where you change up everything. So if you want to make video in 720p, I guess, if you want, I don't know why would you did it, but 720p video easy right here, boom. 1080p easy. I'm gonna do 1080p, and I can just change the frame rate over here to 60 for all of them. You know, it changes it for even the video format. That will usually be it from what I change over here. Like save, then I go to a file manager and I put in my clips. Kind of like a few clips right now, but alright. So I already have my 3 clips. So what I'm gonna do is drag them. 1, 2, and what was the other one? I think it's this one, 3. So those are the 2 clips I'm add. Wait, there you go. So those are the clips I'm add, right? 3 clips, and then oh yeah, the music of my choice, which is gonna be, where was it? This one. Music of my choice. Next, what you want to do, right, is drag your first clip. I don't know. I think I'm gonna use this one. Usually, your clips come linked, like your audio and your video are both together. From audio as well. So what you want to do first is just like, I guess, just like find a good point to start your video. So like, since the intro for this music is too long, I'm gonna change it. So I'm gonna like trim it. So over here, right click, split, and then delete. Drag this thing all the way down, and see him over here whenever you in the cut section. So right here is where he dies. So over here, same thing. Split, delete. Boom, drag it. Very good. Actually, I might trim the music a little bit more. There we go, okay. So yeah, so where's the beat drop? The beat drop's over here, I think. Yeah, that's the beat drop. So this thing is intro so long. Holy. So it's split, delete, and then okay, so then I can just drag this over here. Okay, so let me move this like 1, 2, so 0.0. I think that should be good enough. Yeah. Then you gotta fill in. Boom. Okay. First part, right? Syncing up your music with your music. Syncing up your clip with your music. First step. That's the easiest part to be on, just syncing up Alright. Alright, so now that I'm done kind of syncing, so like, I'm gonna create like my first slow-mo. So what I do for the slow-mo, right? So this is what I do. So I go to this edit section. This is just cutting. I use this to cut like a lot of my clips, but this is the edit section. Go to the edit section, and you'll see what I mean. Like my clips are like linked right there. You see, I clicked like the video, and then it selects the audio as well. So to undo that, right click and link clips. That's really it. Then boom, click the video. It only does the video. So I want my slow-mo to be 3 frames after this death signal, or after like get the kill. So 1, 2, 3. And then what you want to do, right? Instead of like just like splitting, so just like using this split tool. Yeah, this split tool. This is the selector tool, you know, to like select this like split the clips. Boom, split the clip. But yeah, instead of doing that, right, what I like to do is I like to right click and then go to retime controls. This allows me to change the speed of a specific area without me having to just like cut, you know, and it allows me to smoothen out the slow-mo. I'll show you an example. So look, so this is where I want slow-mo to be, right? I click on this drop down arrow, add speed point, and I go like 1, 2, 3 frames, and I add another one. So these 3 frames are the frames that I'll be slow-moing basically. I just drag, and then you see how, you know, you slow down to like 7, 6, 5%, 5, you know, yeah. Or I like keeping it like at 4% or 5, 4 or 5 between there. Either one is fine. And now look, it's all slow mode. But you see how slow it is? You see how chonky it is? That's not what you want. That's not what you want. So you go to the inspector section. If it's not selected, you go over here, inspector. Then right here, retime scaling. This is the best thing I found in Davinci Resolve. You go to retime process, optical flow, and motion estimation enhance better. And that's it. Now your slow-mo is now smooth. Smooth slow-mo. Without the audio being distorted. Because usually if you would like to have these 2 clips linked, if you haven't had them linked, then this audio would get like distorted. And I don't like that. So like I usually just like unlink them, and then I do like this. And then I kind of link them back together. Boom. But that's not the only thing I'm gonna do with this. So before I link them, before I start like linking these 2 clips, right, what I gotta do is smoothen them out basically. So you click on this curve right here. If you don't have it, then I guess you just gotta right click on this again and retime curve. But you should have this option with optical flow. So click on this button, and then this drop down over here near the end, and then you gotta go to retime speed. And this is where it's slow-mo, so it does it instantly. What I usually like to just like, I like to make it dragged. So I just click on this, and then I just go over here. That's really it. And then it's just like, you know, it has like this little curve effect. Like the slow-mo isn't like completely instant, you know. And that's really it. And then I just link them back so that, you know, I don't mess up. I like if I just accidentally just drag this like that, you know, won't really mess up. Yeah, so that's already one part of it. Boom, slow-mo done. And then I gotta do with this other section of the clip because I cut it because I didn't want to do anything like that. So for like, I forgot about these positions over here, the ones I have over here. So to add these, right, it isn't that hard. So I'm gonna leave a link to the video. So it's gonna be by Mr. Alex Tech, which is where I got these transitions from. So I'm gonna leave a link of the video. I forgot which video was that he posted. That was for Davinci Resolve. But basically, which one I go is go to this website, which he leaves over here. And go over here to that website. You can just click away, and I think it should be, where is it? It was 16. It's gonna be this one. So you're gonna want to get the ultimate seamless transition from Mr. Alex Tech. I'll leave a link to the website in the description. You can check him out. He's actually kind of big, to be honest. So yeah, so you know that on this one is free. Get this. No, I'll do it for y'all. So I'm just get it. Okay, so once you like put in your name and your email, you should get this. You download it, and you should get it. Dang, my thing's lagging a bit too hard. You got it, and then what you want to do is go to this download file. Wait, let me see what this is. Oh yeah, it's these. So what you want to do, right, is extract files. If you're not WinRAR, you should it's just free. WinRAR is free as well. You just download it from like Chrome. So you extract files, okay. So you wanna cut these. You wanna cut them. Wanna go to this PC where you have the Davinci Resolve store, which is either your local disk or whatever drive you have Davinci Resolve in. I have in mine local disk. Program files, like Davinci Design, Davinci Resolve. I think it's Fusion, templates, edit, and then transitions. And you just paste them. And then boom, this is where I'll have all my transitions over here. Then you should restart Davinci Resolve, and then boom, you should have your transitions like right here in video transitions. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, so now that we're done with those, right? Oh, this thing's a bit too long. Alright, so what I do for adding the transitions, right? I go to cut because my audio and videos are linked right here, and I just add my transitions. I usually add like shake vertical first because it's kind of smooth. I'm not like it's just personal preference, but you can do whatever you want, you know, and be creative. So right here, what I usually do for this is, again, I just add the slow-mos. 1, 2, 3. 3-time controls. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Undo. Boom. And then I just prolong it for like a short period of time. Then optical flow and enhance better, and then boom. I just got the audio right here because I don't want this to be, you know, too short. There we go. Usually whenever you do this, like it kind of like stops like whenever it reaches the end, or it stops like right here, like, or like it stops like wherever your red mark is, so like it stops right here as well. But like it usually stops like whenever like your audio's at the edge of the clip, like right here. I'll show you in a bit. Like look, so it stops right there. Stops right here. So yeah, so that I do that, just like my clip won't be out of sync. So yeah, just cool to know. I'm gonna do something cool with this. You can also like make like super like fast cuts instead of just cutting. So you can add like a speed point right here, and then this entire section will be like sped up or slowed down. You can just do this. But what I usually like to do so that my clips, like so my audio won't be out of sync, is I just cut it over here. Cut this, and instead of pressing delete, because if you press like, or instead of like, if you just like delete this, you see the audio moves, and you don't want this. So what I do, right, is I select this, I right click, and I just delete selected. Then boom, nothing moves. So yeah, you can just speed up this clip now to your liking, you know, and be creative with your stuff. You know, have an editor's vision of what you want to do. Then boom. A bit too fast. Hold up. I usually like having mine like right here or right there. I think I'm gonna have mine like right over here, and I'm gonna have to add a bit more slow-mo. Alright. like drag over here and you're good. Boom. First clip is already done. Not too bad, not too shabby. But before you think you gotta do this, I mean, if you want, it's not optional. I mean, it's not mandatory, but like I recommend doing this because they're also gonna like your clip's gonna your video's gonna look very how do you call it? It's not gonna look very gonna look, what is that term? I forgot what the term was, but it's not gonna look like as good as you want it to look because it's gonna like just gonna be like stopping like instantly, you know. Now that we're done adding that, let me just link them back and boom, first clip is done. Oh yeah, also to add the like the black introduction, like the cinematic thing, but I don't know what you call it, to add like the black screen, you just gotta like drag this thing right here and then boom. I'll do it for like 1 second and then look at that. Easy. Oh yeah, for audio as well, for this audio, yeah, this is easy. Just click on it, just go to inspector tab right here and then just add like a keyframe and then you gotta go all the way to the end and then just boom, easy. Same with this audio keyframe and then drag all the way at the bottom to the end because it just automatically adds another keyframe. Boom. Nice, very, very nice. Yeah, you basically just rinse and repeat. You just repeat that. Have like your own vision, you know. Do whatever you want, you know. Add slow-mos, don't add slow-mos, you know. Do whatever, you know. Yo, so what do you usually like like to add like between like these like cuts, like between the beats, because it's like little small little beat drops. What I like to add right there is like a whip effect. I can do either like whip up for like 0.8 seconds, 0.08. Boom. Nice. Oh yeah, also, if you see that the cover is a bit too long, you can like easily just shorten it by just shift and then clicking on this like little dot, whichever one, doesn't really matter. I can just click on this and then just gotta like drag it a little bit. If it's like a bit too long for your own liking, so like that, then like, you know, boom. Yeah, I just want to let y'all know, just because, you know, like, oh, how do I make this curve a little bit more shorter, you know? So once your video is done, right? Wait, I forgot that this end cutting majig. Got this and then end this. Yeah, I kind of also like a audio transition. Boom. So for now it should look like this. Oh yeah, also for exporting, the best things to do, the best, you know, things to do for exporting, format MP4, Yeah, keep the codec the same. 1080p by 60 best for Davinci 2017. Auto, automatic, and then also just don't touch anything else, to be honest. Yeah, just don't touch anything else. Add a render queue. You gotta choose where you want to add it. Add it right here. Then render all.
Pedal when I kick it, and mess some short turns, but I turn it and I chip it. So I might have some heavy days, but fuck love. Gotta have the racks away, it stays tough. Yeah, my money hibernates, I'm vest up. I ain't got a dentist taste. So I might have some heavy days, but fuck love. Had the racks away, it stays tough. Yeah, my money.
Honestly, not too bad for this one, so not the worst. The thing I would change from this is this section. Yeah, that's one section I would actually change, but other than that, not too terrible. You know, we're gonna be learning and adapting as we continue to edit in the video. It's gonna be like, soon we're gonna be like better editing, obviously. Right now I'm still also learning to edit better, you know, in my groove. But anyways, continuing on, the effects aren't even that hard either. So the effects usually lie in this fusion tab. Some of y'all might struggle because y'all have like not the best PCs. But I'm gonna try making this as simple as possible, and hopefully your PC doesn't crash. Hopefully, alright? So boom. Usually with slow-mos, you wanna like edit the exact clip. Once you see like this little death bar thing with it, you gotta go like another frame into it until it becomes solid. So there. So that's whenever like that's whenever your kill is confirmed in real time, like not during the slow-mo. You get what I mean. You're gonna get what I mean in a bit. Hold up. So what I mean by that is that whenever you go to fusion doesn't really take slow-mos. Yeah, so you see how like for me it looked like the kill was like there, but it really isn't. So you gotta like skip like a few frames. This is gonna be where the kill's gonna be. So the effects that I use personally is glow, camera shake, and transform. So what you do to find them is shift space, and then this bar should appear, and then you gotta type in shake, oops, it was shell, shake, transform, and the glow. Okay, and then I select them all so they can all be in the same place. So this is the kill rank. So for shake, these are my settings for shake. So I turn the X deviation all the way down, Y deviation 0.15, randomness 0.75, and then mirror. But you see in canvas, if you go to canvas, you see this like transparent bar. There's gonna be like black bars right on top of there. So to avoid that is just mirror. And then keyframe this, because these are keyframes. Then you gotta go back 1, 2. Drop this all the way down to 0, 1, 2. And then you gotta go up. Then you gotta go up 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Could go out the clip, but I guess not gonna be much of an issue, to be honest. Not gonna affect the other clip. So boom. And that's really it. And luckily, since I selected them all, if I go to transform, they're still there. So for transform, you change nothing, honestly. Just 1, 2, and then size to 1.5. It zooms it in. Then you can just go over here and then click this to go back to normal. And to make it look even smoother, what you want to go is go to spline, like your transform, make it a check mark, because it can also be like a circle. That's not really what you want. So check mark. Ooh. What up? You go to this keyframe. There we go. You want to enlarge it if you have to. This is how you enlarge it. This is how you widen it. Oh, one a little bit too much. Yeah. Then you want to left click, select them all, and then click S, and then drag this little bar all the way to the bottom. Just like left click, just without using shift. And then you want to, and you just want to line it up right there, but it kind of lines up with these two. Then select the second line, because if you move this one, look, yeah, that's not gonna be good. So you want to select the second one. It should be like, you should like aim it a little bit in front of the second dot, and then boom, make it so that it blends in. There we go. And now it should look smooth. Boom. And then for the glow, what you want to do is go to the glow, of course, and then change this. I mean, honestly, this is personal preference. change the point. You can make it brighter, you can make it less brighter, I guess, if you want. Like, I don't know, you know, personal preference. I like keeping it a little bit brighter. And then the blend I keep the same. You know, you can change these settings to your liking, honestly. But what I do is I change the blend 1, 2, put it to 0 so that, you know, nothing really happens. Then boom. Then you gotta go over here and then blend to 0. That's really all the effects I use. The outlines are gonna be a bit more complicated. Alright, so now let's say you want to add some outlines, some of that glow outside your weapon, like over here. You can like add like a little trail following it, like the ones I do. It's not that hard, but it may like require a lot of resources from your PC, but I don't think it should be that bad. So to do the outlines thingamajig, you want to shift space and then type in planner tracker, or just click over here, planner tracker, and then boom, right here. And then you see this crosshair? Yeah, this is what you can use to track. So you can like control scroll wheel to like zoom in, and then like hold like scroll wheel, like gotta press hold scroll wheel, and then you can just do this. So yeah, you can like control scroll wheel, then like, you know, zoom in to your liking, and kind of just like mask or trace your weapon. Not that hard. You gotta like just like click. Yeah, it's really not that hard. It does take a little bit of time, but like it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. For this one, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to like track the weapon very clearly, that's all. Now once you get to this area, you can just like do this. At this point, you can just do that, like make like a big outline around it, and then you just continue on with the tracking. And boom, that's really it. Then all you want to do is just set over here. You gotta put set because or else it's not gonna track. Ooh, no, right here I messed up. I should have done it from the beginning, but easy fix of that. You just click on track to start. You go backwards, as it's about to go backwards in a few moments. Yep, you see it's going backwards, it's tracking it. Yep, you see how it's going backwards, it's tracking it completely. And boom, that's 1, and then I gotta track forward now. Track to start. Let me track the end. That's really it. And now what I gotta do is click on create plan transform, and then we don't need this anymore, so you just press delete, backspace, whichever, and then you're gonna click on this gray box and connect it to this white box over here. If you connect the triangle to this, it won't this won't work. It has to be rectangular, I mean square to square. It's a merge. And then this is where you can choose the color that you want by clicking on over here the background, and then connecting the square to the triangle this time, like this. Sometimes it won't show up, so you're gonna have to like just delete it and then redo it. Oh, not delete, redo. I mean you're gonna have to like delete and then put the background back again. Oh, not redo it, my bad. There we go. Now I can just add another background. This one should work. Yep. You see how it's kind of like not centered that well? We're gonna fix that in a bit. What is this? 270 right here. So since for me the weapon was the prime, the blue prime, let me go for like a teal color. Oops, wait. And then boom, there we go. Tealish. And then I'm gonna go to this transform node right here, click on it, add the transform under, and then I can just start zooming in. Then you see how it like still like some edges over here. I'd like to zoom in on those. So far everything seems good. Yeah, everything's good now. So now to take this background off and like actually start masking around the thing, we're gonna click on the B spline, this little curved arch right here. And you see everything's gone. Then we got this crosshair again. we do the same thing, but this time we got to track it a little bit more accurate this time. So just click, and in these jagged edges, you're gonna have to like like if I just do this, you see how it curves right here? You can't really do it, so you have to like click again and click over here. It's gonna be a bit more complicated, but it's not that hard. Alright, now with that out of the way, what you want to do is click on solid, click uncheck this, and boom, it should be clear. And then this is where your preference comes. You can either make this thick or thin. I like keeping mine a little bit thin, not too thin either, like that's a bit too thin. I think that's good enough. Yeah, for me that's kind of good. And yeah, that's basically it. Now what you gotta do is just like kind of like keyframe it. So length of position is basically how much you want this thing to cycle. So if you put it 3, this entire arm is gonna like circle 3 times. Put it once, you're gonna like just circle it once, you know. So length all the way down to 0, and then you gotta go over here to where the kill is. Then keyframe this 1, keyframe this, and I'm putting it this to 2. Yeah, that's basically it. Kind of. Oh wait, and then keyframe this is 0. Hold up. There we go. And now if I play this, yeah, that kind of just like tracks. Kind of like add the little outline. And to make it a little bit more spicier, right, you can add soft glow. Just space soft glow. Add like this little like very cool like glow effect, like it just makes it more vibrant. It looks kind of nice. You can just customize with this as well. You can just like change it around, do whatever you want with this. And also to make it even more smoother, I guess, just check mark again, make the check mark. This, that, and then just left click S, and it's really that simple, honestly. It was just like you playing around with the settings, to be honest. It's a bit laggy right now, but once it exports, it's gonna look clean. You see how it like closes up right there? It's about to close up, and it closed as soon as it killed. Optional as well. You can like add motion blur to this if you don't want to add motion blur to your montage. So what you usually do, you go to settings and motion blur, make this like 5. I would say 5 is like a good number. And then add motion blur like whenever it starts tracking around. It's kind of cool. I do that with the motion blur that I add for the montage as well. Things that I really wouldn't recommend motion blur. To add motion blur, what you gotta do is you do over here. You just like click on whatever. You gotta click on the merge, right, or just whatever effect you added. The space optical flow and the vector motion blur. That's how you add motion blur. See how everything just gets blurred. Things that I really wouldn't do that if you have like a very low PC, or if you have like a mid-range PC. I wouldn't really recommend that because it will take a long time to export. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically all you do. Just simple rinse and repeat. But I wouldn't really repeat this too much because it can make your montage a little bit more boring. So I'd like just like innovate, you know, change up the effects. Like maybe not shake all the time. Maybe I add like a little glow, like right here. Like instead of adding shake, just add a glow. Right here as well. Instead of adding shake, just add a glow. Cause like sometimes shakes, like for me, I kind of get bored of the same thing over and over again. Such a like kind of like pushing it up a little bit. I also did, which is like I don't stick with like vertical, like shake vertical. Like I don't stick with this transition all the time. I kind of like always switch it up. So you should probably switch it up as well. You know, just be innovative, create. You know, it's kind of the basics. Now all you gotta do is just deliver this. Name it whatever you want. Tutorial V2. 2, then just add the render queue, then just render.
Pedal and a kick it, and mess some short turns, but I turn it and a chip. So I might have some heavy days, but fuck love. Had a rack to wait, it stays tough. Yeah, my money hibernates, I'm vest up. I ain't got a dentist take. So I might have some heavy days, but fuck love. Had a rack to wait, it stays tough. Yeah, my money.
So not bad, not bad, not bad. Of course, as I said before, this part is the one I hate. This part, I probably should have not done that. That's fine. Tutorial, but like I'm trying to improve on that later. But anyways, with that being the outcome, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If this helped you a lot, leave a like. You know, a sub would be extremely awesome. Not mandatory, but you know, it would just be awesome. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If y'all want more tutorials, I guess, I don't know, or so don't make, I don't know, but like if y'all want more tutorials, I guess, then leave a like, comment, suggesting me what to do. But yeah, it's been your boy Vityl, and it's been kind of interesting. Alright, it's been your boy Vityl, and I'm out. Peace.